Stop. Check your coin jars right now. You could be sitting on $480,000 without knowing it. This is not a joke. This is not hype. This is real hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to Wheat Pennies in Circulation. And today we're exposing the top 3 most valuable Jefferson War nickels rare coins. Coins people are accidentally spending every single day. Coins that collectors are secretly hunting. Coins that could change everything for you. Do not spend these coins, I'm serious. These old coins is a big treasure, a silent fortune. And some tiny detail makes them explode in value. Stay with me till the end, because each coin gets rarer, more shocking, and more dangerous to ignore. And if you have one of these, it means you're holding a fortune. Now listen closely, because this first coin already sounds unbelievable, but this is not fiction. The year is 1942. The world is at war, and everything is changing fast. The United States has just entered World War II, and suddenly metals like nickel are no longer just materials. They are weapons of war. Nickel was needed for armor plating, tanks, and military equipment. So what happened? The U.S. Mint had to make a drastic decision. They changed the very composition of the Jefferson nickel. That moment right there created one of the most unusual and secretly valuable coins in American history. And right in the middle of that chaos, this coin was born. The 1942 Jefferson War nickel with the P mint mark. A coin most people overlook. A coin that feels ordinary, but carries a silent fortune inside it. Now imagine holding it. You see that dark black toning around the edges, almost like it's been through time itself, and that gray, soft metallic look in the center. That is not damage, that is history speaking to you. That natural toning is everything. It tells collectors this coin is untouched, original, real. And let me warn you right now, do not clean this coin. The second you clean it, you destroy its value. Gone. Just like that. This coin is special because of how it aged, not despite it. On the front, you see Thomas Jefferson's profile. Calm, steady, but behind that calm face is a story of war, pressure, and urgency. Flip it over, and there it is. Monticello standing proud, but look closely above it. That large P mint mark. This was the first time in U.S. history that a P mint mark appeared on a nickel. That detail alone changes everything. This coin wasn't made the normal way. The composition was altered to 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. Yeah, silver. That means this isn't just a nickel. This is a hidden silver coin people are spending like it's nothing. That's quiet wealth, hiding in your change. Physically, it feels solid. About 5 grams in weight, 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and around 1.95 millimeters thick. Nothing flashy, nothing screaming value, and that's exactly why people lose it every day. Because it looks normal, but it's not. Now here's where it gets serious. Minting conditions in 1942 were under extreme pressure. The U.S. Mint was rushing, adjusting, experimenting with new metal mixes, and that created inconsistencies, tiny variations, small details, and collectors, they obsess over those details. The sharpness of the strike, the clarity of Monticello, the exact placement of that mint mark, even the natural toning pattern. These are the things that separate a regular coin from a life-changing opportunity. And your coin, with that dark edge, toning, and gray center in very fine condition, that means it survived decades without being destroyed, without being polished, without being ruined. That survival is rare. Most coins from this era were heavily used, cleaned, or melted down for their silver. But not this one. Collectors know what this is. They don't talk loudly about it. They move quietly. They bid aggressively. And when they get one, they hold it. They don't sell. Because they know supply is shrinking and demand is rising. Right now, today's market value for this exact coin can reach up to $175.03. Let that sink in. A coin people ignore, a coin people spend without thinking, is worth serious money. This is hidden wealth. This is a silent fortune. This coin is a treasure. So I'm telling you again, do not spend this coin. Check your pocket. Check your drawers. Check that old jar of coins sitting in your house. Because if you miss this, you're literally throwing away a life-changing opportunity. And listen carefully. Never clean it. Keep that original toning. And if you think you have one, get it professionally graded. That step alone could unlock its true value. Patience is everything in this game. The wrong move, and you lose everything. But here's the part that should keep you awake. This is only the first coin. What comes next is even rarer, even more shocking, and collectors are fighting even harder to get it. A coin with a detail so small, most people never notice it. And that one tiny detail can turn a simple nickel into a fortune. Stay with me, because the next coin might be the one that changes everything. Now don't relax, don't scroll away, because what you're about to hear next is even more dangerous to ignore. This is where things start getting real, where a simple coin turns into a silent fortune. And most people have absolutely no idea they're holding it. The year is 1943, right in the heart of World War II. The pressure on the United States is intense. Resources are stretched. Metals are being redirected to fuel the war machine. And once again, the US. Mint is forced to do something extraordinary. They continue producing war nickels, but under conditions that were rushed, stressed, and far from perfect. That chaos, that urgency, is exactly what created this hidden treasure. The 1943 Jefferson war nickel with the S mint mark. At first glance, it looks ordinary, maybe even dull. That dark grey look across the surface, that soft, worn texture, most people would toss it aside without a second thought. And that right there is why this coin is so dangerous. Because people are accidentally losing a life-changing opportunity every single day. Hold it in your hand, and you'll feel it. That solid weight of about 5 grams. The familiar 21.2 millimeters in diameter, around 1.95 millimeters thick. It feels like any other nickel, but it's not. This coin carries 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. That means you're not just holding spare change, you're holding silver, hidden wealth, disguised as something ordinary. Look at the front. Thomas Jefferson staring forward, calm, almost unaware of the storm that created this coin. Flip it over. Monticello stands there, but your eyes need to go above it. That S mint mark. San Francisco. That mark is everything. It tells collectors this coin came from a mint operating under wartime pressure, where speed mattered more than perfection. And those imperfections, those tiny differences, are exactly what collectors hunt. Now here's the part most people never understand. That dark grey toning on your coin, that is not damage. That is not something to fix. That is exactly what makes it valuable. It's original. It's untouched. It proves this coin survived decades without being cleaned, polished, or destroyed. And let me be crystal clear. Do not clean this coin. The moment you try to improve it, you erase the very thing collectors are fighting for. Because yes, collectors are fighting for this coin. Quietly, aggressively behind the scenes. Auctions for coins like this don't feel casual, they feel intense. Bidders don't hesitate because they know what's at stake. Coins like this are not flooding the market. They're being locked away, held tightly, because smart collectors know the truth. Supply is shrinking, and demand is only going up. And your coin, in fine condition, that matters more than you think. It means the details are still visible. The surface is still original, the story still intact. Most coins from 1943 didn't survive like this. They were spent, abused, cleaned, or melted down. But this one, it made it through. That survival alone makes it rare. Now imagine this. A coin sitting in someone's pocket, dropped into a jar, handed over at a store, completely ignored, while its real value sits quietly waiting to be discovered. Today's market value for this exact coin can reach $160,600. That's not a typo. That's serious money. That's a silent fortune hiding in plain sight. This coin is a treasure. This is the kind of coin that can change everything if you recognize it before it's gone. So listen carefully. Check for that 1943 date. Look for the S mint mark above Monticello. Pay attention to that natural gray toning. And whatever you do, do not spend this coin. Don't clean it. Don't damage it. Get it professionally graded if you even think it matches. Because one small mistake could cost you everything. This is not luck. This is awareness. The people who know win. The people who ignore lose it forever. And just when you think this is already unbelievable, the next coin is on a completely different level. We're talking about a coin with a detail so rare, so shocking, that collectors don't just want it, they chase it. A coin that doesn't just hold value, it holds power in the collector world. Stay with me, because the final coin is the one that could truly change your life. Now this is it. This is the moment most people never reach, because they already missed the coins before this. They already spent them. They already lost their chance. But you're still here, and what I'm about to show you right now, this is on another level. This is not just a rare coin. This is a silent fortune, a hidden treasure that collectors don't just want, they chase. The year is 1944. World War II is still raging. Pressure is everywhere, and the United States Mint is deep into producing war nickels under intense conditions. Metals are still being redirected for war. Systems are pushed to their limits, and every coin being struck carries the weight of urgency, speed, and imperfection. And right in that environment, this coin was created. The 1944 Jefferson war nickel with the P mint mark. At first glance, it doesn't look like something special. That dark black toning hugging the edges, that grey, almost smoky look in the center, it might even look worn, maybe even ignored. And that's exactly why this coin is so powerful, because people don't recognize what they're holding. They spend it, they lose it, they throw away a life-changing opportunity without even realizing it. Pick it up, feel it, around 5 grams in weight, 21.2 millimeters across, about 1.95 millimeters thick. It feels like any other nickel, but it's not. This coin carries 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. That means right now, you could be holding silver in your hand, hidden wealth, disguised as everyday change. Look at the front. Thomas Jefferson, steady, unchanged. But behind that design is a completely different story. Flip it over. Monticello stands there, But your eyes need to go above it, that bold P mint mark. That mark tells you everything. This coin came from Philadelphia during wartime, and that large mint mark wasn't normal before the war. It was added to identify the new silver composition. That single detail changes everything. Now look closer. That dark edge toning, that gray center, that contrast, that is not damage. That is originality. That is proof this coin has not been cleaned, not been altered, not been destroyed. And let me say this clearly, do not clean this coin. If you clean it, you erase its history, you destroy its value, and collectors will walk away instantly. Because collectors, they are not guessing. They are studying every tiny detail. The sharpness of Jefferson's profile, the strength of Monticello's steps, the clarity of the lettering, the exact texture of that toning. These are the details that separate an ordinary coin from a coin that holds serious money. And your coin, in extra fine condition, that's where things get intense. That means strong detail, minimal wear, original surfaces still alive. Most coins from 1944 didn't survive like this. They were used heavily, cleaned aggressively, or simply lost. But this one, it survived. And survival like that is rare. And when something is rare, collectors move. Quiet auctions, but aggressive bidding. No hesitation, no second chances. Because once a coin like this enters the market, it doesn't stay there long. It gets locked away, added to collections, held for years, sometimes decades. Supply keeps shrinking, demand keeps rising, and the value, it keeps climbing. Today, this exact coin can reach a market value of $185,400. Let that hit you. A coin that looks ordinary, a coin people ignore, is worth serious money. This is not just spare change, this is a treasure. This is silent wealth. This is the kind of coin that can change everything if you recognize it in time. So right now, check your coins. Look for 1944. Find that P mint mark above Monticello. Study that natural dark toning, and whatever you do, do not spend this coin. Don't clean it. Don't damage it. Get it professionally graded, because that one step could unlock its full value. This is not luck. This is awareness. This is knowing what others ignore. And here's the truth most people never hear. Coins like these are disappearing. Not because they're gone, but because they're being found. And once they're found, they're never released again. So the question is simple. Did you already spend yours? Or are you one of the few who just discovered a hidden fortune?